Hello, how are you guys? I am Cornisha. I'm your entrepreneurship coach, and I am back to you guys with another video. Now, if you're new to me, welcome. Here on this channel, we discuss personal development, entrepreneurship, ways that entrepreneurship can actually impact your life personally and professionally. It can definitely take you to the next level because it's such an all-inclusive skill set. It includes so many different things that can develop us more than just professionally. So if that's information you're interested in, please feel free to follow this channel. And with that, we're going to get started. I'm kind of on a schedule. So because of that, I'm going to be brief, but I just wanted to give an update to you guys on where we are with YouTube, what we've discussed, and what's to come moving forward. So with that being said, let's do it. So in my entrepreneurship journey, as you guys know, I launched my business back in October of last year, and it was a successful launch, but I wasn't as ready as I thought I was. And we all know, we get excited. We get so passionate about what we offer, which is good. That's important for entrepreneurship. It's important for an entrepreneur or a leader in general. So I'm not discounting that. However, it's important that we actually have a rhythm to our process, a cadence to our process, and we actually embody foresight as a CEO, as a leader in your business, in your company. You have to be able to foresee your marketing, foresee the vision, foresee the experience that you want your clients to have. All of that is so important. So with that, I've been diving deep on the experience. Honestly, it's important for my clients to experience authenticity, to experience me teaching them how to think and not me telling them what to do. I don't offer consulting services only. I'm a coach. I teach people how to think so that they can navigate life easier in ways that I wish somebody had told me. So when it comes to experience and all of that, on this channel, we've discussed a lot. I've been really researching the YouTube channel and where we've come so far. And intentionally, I've chosen to dive deeper in the experience that I want you guys to have here with me. I'm an entrepreneurship coach, but by far, I'm no expert. I learn every day. I grow every day, and it's important for me to share what I learn and what I experience during my journey, so that it can help you, so that the L's that I take or the lessons that I learn, they're lessons for all of us. And if more of us actually embraced that concept, our world would be so different. Yesterday was MLK Day, and because of that, I'm at a place where I'm like, it's time for change. It's time to execute. It's time to keep his legacy alive. So I'm really intentional about a lot in this phase of my life, in this phase of entrepreneurship, all of that. So, where is it? I'm at my desk, as you guys see, and I have plans for the YouTube channel. I'm trying to find my notebook. My phone is propped up on the notebook. It's okay. I'll go based on memory. So pretty much I knew what I wanted to offer on this channel. I know for sure I didn't have support when I first started. When the thought was initially put in my head, I felt like I didn't have support. Now, I was speaking with one of my cousins, and as children, we had a blessed life. I'll make that clear. We had a really blessed life. However, in our day-to-day life of what we were going through, we didn't always feel like we can voice it, because if we did, our parents, our guardians, our grandparents, they'll tell us what to do versus relating to us. So because of that, I wanted to be really clear about relating to my audience, relating to the people who are for me, relating to the people who relate to this content. Simply because we all experience life, we all endure life, but we don't always have those conversations of how life can impact us long term. So I want to provide the reassurance to you guys on life experience, personal development experience, entrepreneurship experiences. Just today in my journey, I got distracted. At 1 o'clock, there's a talk show that comes on, and I love that show. That's been my favorite show since their first season, honestly. So if you guys are interested, the show is The Real. So here in the St. Louis region, it comes on at 1 o'clock. So at 1 to 2 o'clock is my break time. I watch The Real. Well, in the midst of that, something told me to check my phone. And when I checked my phone, let's just say I saw something I didn't want to see. I saw something that typically would have deterred me. I saw something that's typically, if I see something on that caliber, I don't know. I have triggers. Let's say that I have triggers. So anything that touches or comes close to touching my trigger, it can potentially deter me in my execution of my day. So with that being said, if I know for sure something can make me angry or make me upset or make me unintentional about how I think, it can make me unclear, I know for sure I have to protect myself, my character, my execution, my modality, my mentality. I have to protect all of that. But I realized, y'all, in that moment, what was meant to deter me actually influenced me. What was meant to deter me, what was meant to get me angry, what was meant to get me at a place to where I was operating outside of the vibration of where I need to be, it actually influenced me. It actually motivated me. So I'm saying all of this to say, sometimes we can get our motivation from anywhere. We can get our affirmations from anywhere. We can get the reassurance we need. And when we get it, it's impactful. When we get it, it actually helps. But we got to get it. And we have to create the environment for it. And if you can't create that environment where you are in your journey, let's say you live with a family member and the only environment you could control is your bedroom. Control that environment, isolate yourself and stay there, because that's important. That's important. Woo, that was a tangent. So primarily, what I was saying was I want to provide an environment and a community to where we all can just sit and have honest conversations. We can actually be relatable, listen to one another, agree to disagree if we have to. Not everyone will see everything in the exact same perspective, but as long as we are intentional about letting our voices be heard and actually listening to the folks around us who need a shoulder and need to get some things out, or just being relatable in general. A lot of times in life we get comfortable in being our representative, if that makes sense. You know how we all have that social image or that external image or the image or persona that everyone perceives of us. We have that, and then we have the who we are behind closed doors. I said it. We have who we are behind closed doors. And who you are behind closed doors is really who you are. You can mask it. You can put makeup on it. You can put a wig on it. You can do whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, who you are behind closed doors is who you are. And we have to be intentional about course correcting the deficiencies in our character, in our behavior. We have to be intentional. Like I say, character assessment. That was the video that I posted last night. It's important for us to be intentional about creating environments to where we can just be human to one another, human to human, sister to sister, brother to brother, cousin to cousin. Let's talk. Let's chop it up. But we get in this place where we're more comfortable with our representative. We know that we lack patience. We know that we want that marriage. We want that business, but I don't want to have to go through the struggle. So because of that, we deny ourselves that, and we just put on this facade, and it actually creates a barrier for us to be vulnerable. It creates a barrier for us to actually be able to be relatable. And that's a whole issue for me. That's a whole issue for me. I deal with it. My clients deal with it. My friends, my family deal with. Okay, guys, I am so sorry about that. For whatever reason, out of nowhere, I got a major choke attack. I just started choking out of nowhere. My eyes are red, so I need you guys to bear with me because, whoa. But I'm back. And like I say, as I'm passionate about this topic. I'm passionate about being able to provide an environment to where we can have safe conversations, and hopefully we all can collectively work to implement this in our schools. Because if we have this level of support, reassurance, environment as children, we won't grow up and be so all over the place as adults. We won't be unintentionally nasty, unintentionally rude, unintentionally malicious, or even intentionally, simply because no one is in control of our character but us. We all are grown. So in being grown, you have to be intentional about your character, how you recalibrate when you've gotten out of alignment. And I plan to provide tips, tools, resources, strategies that can help you in doing this personally and professionally. It will help you navigate life. It will help you in taking a step back. In my process, I know for sure I always have to take steps back. I'm the style of person that I'm a people person. I'm a extrovert to a certain extent. If I'm around people I love, like my family, oh, let's kick it. However, I can do that one day and I need to recover for 3. I need to go all in on work so I can get my mind back right and recalibrate, and that's just me. So if you're somebody like that, go ahead and drop it in the comments. That's me, because that's definitely me. I'm the type that has to recover anyway. But when you deal with nastiness, you got to recover even harder. When you deal with people who are just not intentional about who they are, it upsets you. Especially when you work hard to self-reflect. Especially when you work hard to be different than what you were taught, be different than what you were shown, be different, or be in alignment with that. Because being in alignment with that is hard. My mother, excuse my French, but she's cold. Anybody from the Midwest, y'all know what cold is. She's cold. She's a goat. She was a single parent of 3 children and made it happen. So because of that, her strength, her durability, her flexibility, those are things that I strive for daily. So because of that, to mirror what you came from, that's hard too. Don't get me wrong, that's hard too, because I don't have children. But in just taking care of myself, my doctor's appointments, my eye appointments, my schedule, my business, personally and professionally, my budgets, personally and professionally, to take care of all of that is overwhelming. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, but even more, my mom did that for not only herself, but 3 children. 3. So because of that, I'll always look up to her and want to strive to have her strength and durability in being the woman that she is, the mom that she is. However, that's not everybody's story. Some people are trying to be different from where they came from. So in that, it takes isolation. It takes a lot of tips, tools, resources, and strategies. And that's what this channel is about. So that was long-winded. I'm sorry. But I wanted to, starting a YouTube channel was part of my entrepreneurship journey. Why? Because when I wanted to figure out how to, I got on YouTube. When I needed reassurance in the character or support department because I was embracing a level of leadership that I didn't have anyone to embrace with me, so I needed support in that area, YouTube was where I went. So I was able to get the virtual mentorship from quality leaders that definitely impact my posture, position, poise, intentionality, and entrepreneurship. So with that, I felt it was important to give back in all the ways that actually did impact me, but also to give back in all the ways that I wish I had. So that's what this YouTube channel is about. Some days it will be a formal teaching style of conversation, but a lot of days it's really just us having conversation. That's it. Most people are denying themselves therapy because they have preconceived expectations. They're denying themselves coaching because they have preconceived expectations. So in the event that you deny yourself those things, that's fine, but the problem still needs a solution. So in that, allow me to be that for you if I can. And hopefully I bring some topics that are relatable, that resonates with you guys, simply because I want to be everything I did not have. I want to help you guys in all the ways I wish someone could just set me down and tell me this, because it'll help me. So that's what this is about. I'm trying to find that notebook that I said it's buried, so I'm gonna try to grab it real quick. I had to finesse, that's the word I used. I had to finesse my setup for recording this video because it's a horrible glare. As you see, I'm by a window. There's a window over my right shoulder here. So it's a glare, a nasty glare coming in on that window. So I had to stack some stuff and do all that, but I did what I had to do and I don't regret it. However, okay, YouTube experience. There's a lot we'll be talking about moving forward. Previously, I've touched on like elementary how-to information when it comes to starting a business, like launching your business, business mission and purpose, how to start the business, what you should be aware of if you're considering entrepreneurship. Like I really touched on entry-level topics. However, when it comes to entrepreneurship, we're going all in. I've revamped my curriculum for my program, which is exciting for my clients, but it also helped me in being able to have guidance and foresight here with the YouTube channel, because at one point I didn't have the money for coaching. I didn't have the money for additional courses. And in that, this was my way. So for the folks who don't have those resources just yet, I don't want to exclude you guys. I just made up a whole word, exclude, and I'm not editing this video, so excuse me. Another thing that I'm passionate about, a lot of the different business coaches, gurus, entrepreneurship coaches, they are great, but they all offer high ticket products, high ticket services, and those don't really pour into the folks who don't have the resources for that. Those don't really help. And some may offer good quality free content, but some don't. So the ones that don't, the aspiring entrepreneurs, are left to figure it out on their own, which leads to them either giving up or skipping some steps. And it results to them still lacking resources. And I feel if we start from the bottom and work our way up, the top will fill up sooner, right? Because you have the top, you have the bottom. The folks at the top, they at the top. We're not pouring into them. They're okay. The ones who are middle class, they're the ones that know their options and probably just don't want to. But the ones who are at the very bottom, those are our dreamers. Those are our visionaries. Those are the ones who can transform lives and be the leaders just like us. However, they need support too. And I've been there. I've been an aspiring entrepreneur that wanted it but didn't have confidence, wanted it but didn't have courage. So in that, I want to support you guys. I want to support you guys. So I'm really intentional about this new move of the YouTube channel here. So I'm so excited. The entrepreneurship topics, those are flowing. Those are flowing. I won't say more rapidly or easier, but those are already planned because I have a curriculum. Versus the personal development topics, those, I'm not gonna say they weren't as planned out, but they weren't as foreseen. So I had some ready. I still have some ready. But in recalibrating the priorities of the priorities of what's needed to get us to a place of change, in recalibrating that, I realized these are the topics that we need to talk about. Like boundaries, isolating yourself when you're wanting to change and grow. If you don't isolate yourself, you're going to be an average of the 5 folks that you're around the most. So if all of them are street runners and unintentional backbiters, gossipers, thieves, then you're going to be a average of that. And we don't want that. So we're going to speak to boundaries, isolation, idle mind, decision-making, support. Like I say, I'm going to support you guys in changing. I change, grow, and evolve daily. So as I learn in that process, I'll make sure I include you guys and support you and let you know what it's like at the beginning, in the middle, at the end. We need, knowledge is power. And seeking counsel is important to growing simply because they've been there. They've done that. They can easily tell you how to maneuver, but it costs. So because of that, that's neither here nor there. I have you guys. So with that, I got you. Decision making, support and change, support and growth, character development. Last night's topic was about that. That topic of conversation is going nowhere because assessing our character and developing our character is the foundation of everything associated with us. As a parent, a friend, a daughter, a colleague, a brother, a sister, an uncle, like we have to have quality character. There's folks watching us. There's folks leaning on us. There are folks depending on us. The same ones who are distracting you are the same ones who are dependent on you because they're going to ask you the blueprint later. So because of that, do the work. If you feel like you're the one, that's because you are the one. You are the one to break the curses. You are the one to shift the narrative. You are the one to recreate your life and your story today. So I'm going to support you guys in just different etiquette and feeling heard and reassurance. And I know some of these topics may seem cliche or unimportant, but if you're intentional and really dedicated to your personal development or entrepreneurship journey, I know for sure these topics will be beneficial for you. So that's that on that. If you didn't get to catch the character development video or character assessment, whichever one, go ahead and check that out from last night. There were good gems in there. Good gems. And it teaches how to actually develop your character, not from a, this is what you do, this is how you do it teaching standpoint, more from a relatable experience. I did this and it actually worked standpoint. So everything I touch and speak to is based on experience. If I don't have experience in that area, I won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. So with that being said, I'm Cornisha. I'm an entrepreneurship coach. I coach women and men on monetizing their gifts and talents, actually honoring entrepreneurship, applying entrepreneurship, and allowing that all-inclusive skill set to transform their lives personally and professionally, to allow entrepreneurship to be the vehicle to their success, the vehicle to their growth, the vehicle to their destiny. So if that's something you're interested in, if that's content you're interested in, this is the channel for you. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook. And I will put my website in the description just in case you guys are interested in long-term support. So with that being said, I'm Cornisha. I'm your entrepreneurship coach. I do it for you. I do it for me. This is a us thing. So until next time, I will catch y'all later. Have a good day.